Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. The more relaxing series of the two that I'm currently doing. The economy's nice, we're slowly making gains geopolitically in our region. Things are going well-ish. Yep, so we did get Azerbaijan to capitulate. So they are now a puppet. Still have a very large list of territories that we need to integrate into the system. And we have no political power game to speak of. So we are going to have to work on this. Not sure if I lost. I would think we didn't. Yeah, we're still a minor power. So it's just expenses with stability. And other things like the military. Yeah, I don't even have a scientist, do I? That's not great. Oh, we did finish the strategic bomber, okay. Well, I say that, but we need the 4th gen. We'll go ahead and get that going under the aircraft manufacturer, and goodbye political power. We'll see which countries. Okay, so that is. Yeah, we are going to try and integrate them. Do we have an election coming up? We do. So this, well, as long as this coalition wins again, which it looks like we can, or will, we should be able to get enough. We'll get a political power spike, so we can start doing some of the integrations that need to be done. I think I do have everyone combat training right now. Or, just doing training exercises right now. Okay, so we have 2 different Irans. This one is actually a satellite of Israel. How? This one is a satellite of India, which is absolutely getting destroyed by the United States. Oh my god, that was quick. Okay, so India has fallen. Iran was liberated. India is a puppet of the the US, which now borders China. This is interesting. Israel is puppeting Iran, Turkey. I don't know how they were still a part of that war. It looks like geopolitically they're not really, nothing really going on. That's not too bad. Go ahead and close it. Pop this back open. India just doesn't like anyone, but they're a puppet. Israel Alright, so what current wars are going on? Guatemala Civil War. So that would be here somewhere, right? And Suriname, which is somewhere. Not sure where that is. So those are the only two active conflicts now. Is Israel in a defense pact with anyone? Or did they just happen to have US support in Turkey? Iran and Palestine are subjects of Israel. Okay, so if I go to war here, Israel probably goes to war to defend it. May not, though. Market access, relations. I could very well take that little chunk right there and kind of like solidify my border against Turkey. Yeah, because Turkey is kind of a powerhouse. Pretty terrifying of their own. All on their own there. Okay. So in half a year, we should fill up our fuel capacity as it currently stands. Yep. We just need political power. And yeah. We'll start getting the rest of these down more. Got some decisions? I doubt we do. How do we have asteroid mining? Is this because America did something already in their focus tree? The only thing I could think of that would do that. Yep. Nope. We've got a couple situations here. I think we can expand around because we have this northern Cyprus territory while we build up to face a Kazakhstan. Yeah, because Kazakhstan looks like they're targeting Uzbekistan. No ifs and or buts about it. Uzbekistan is a target of a war gulf. Yeah, Kazakhstan is trying to expand. If I take our forces, I would want them aligned up there. Want military intel. Wow, that's way over there. Yeah, because I would really prefer to get over here to the Urals. Yeah, that's a part of NATO. Ukraine is not, though. and Belarus. Yeah, because the United States of Europe is probably going to unify all of this. Like, let's check out what they're doing. Let's see. The UK's included and France, so they get all these random islands. That's... What is this? Really? They have a naval base up here? Alright, sorry. It... The game crashed. That's where this cut's coming in. I'll have to splice these together. I think it played a little bit after the autosave, where I was around Canada looking at the map. I'm gonna let it go slow. And I think it's... I still probably have like 20 minutes of recording to do as well. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the autonomy. Yeah, it looks like we're fine though. I think what I was trying to do was click this button. If I remember right. And it freaked out. So let's pick it up. Like a lot of troop movement going on. This makes me think that Azerbaijan had more units than Kazakhstan. But we know very little about Kazakhstan. Other than they do not have a navy, they have a very large air force. Somewhere in the order of 500 planes. What are we making right now? We are making our junky 4th gen fighter. It's better than nothing. Our multi-role, right? Yeah, it's a light multi-role fighter. Got good equipment for artillery. We don't have good mounted units. Missile-wise, I'm not real sold on any of this. Could make SAMs, I guess. We do need trains. Yeah, well, like, we have a bunch of convoys. I'm gonna go ahead and get some trains going. Like, we have a couple, but not really a lot. Looks like I have equipment slots to just upgrade, so that's fine there. Production-wise, we don't have any shells for ships yet. Not real concerned there. Yeah, I'd be real interested to see when we get the election going through. But we've got a lot of rail lines we need to build. There's a lot of stuff to work on. Power's okay. Yeah, we're already maxed. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for an enrichment facility. We're almost down to 100 of whatever that is right here. Production 100 kilograms, I guess, of nuclear materials. Okay. We're not gonna attack anyone. We're just gonna let it ride. What's our tax rate? 30%? I'm gonna go ahead and drop our population tax. Whenever that goes, I think. Yeah, and we only control 70% of our influence right now. So that is notable. We could also target that later. Got another production line done. Let's go ahead and add a mounted ATGM, so mounted anti-tank guided missiles, aka mounted RPGs and such. The cool toys, I guess, as people used to call them. Oh. Hold up. Alright, we'll just go ahead and get that going. We got the wing form done. And then we're gonna go for this. Keep working on wing forms. I think our government should be the same, right? Yep. I would have thought we would have got, yeah, because we used to get political powers. Otherwise, there's really no point in having an election if they're not going to give me political power. It kind of defeats the purpose we're going for. All right. What are we looking at? We got our special project done. We have the max level launcher coming up right there. So all right. We're kind of losing power, so it's good we are getting our nuclear production going. I'll have to research with our new research slot the one of the ship bodies. I think I'm gonna go frigate to start just for a light surface vessel. Yeah, and there are a lot more units that are popping up as we get more intel. Yeah, so they have a lot more divisions than us, too. Hmm. 0.7. I wonder if we're close. Honestly, the Karake, this region, I might go ahead and just annex that. That should be this one, I believe. But we have nowhere near enough political power. That is going to be the name of the game for a hot second, is just how can I get my political power up without expending political power? And I don't think I can. I'm going to have to spend it. So we'll just let it all ride, I guess. And we're gonna also work on some fallback lines for defense. Yeah, we totally could have gone there. Alright, so a third line needs a bridge there. And there. And supply hubs. Right there, and there. Oh, along the front. Probably need a fallback point along the back end of this. Alright, something there. Yeah, because we're gonna have to cross this bridge. Yep. There is... Yep. Just what you want to see. A body of water randomly there. Okay. Get frigates. We'll definitely finish these railroads up pretty quick. Looking at this. Not like a crazy queue to build into. But it works. And our intel. We know they have no navy. They have a fairly interesting 4th gen fighters. I see that. So they probably have an equivalent air force as far as tech. Close air support, air superiority weapons. They have a huge military overall. Good dockyards, military factories. A lot of civilian factories. They're very equivalent to my actual economy now. The production. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna start making surface to air missiles. We got another slot. Alright, that gives us a little bit of leeway. Yeah, so I don't need more modern surface to air missiles right now. $2030 to power gen. Yeah, we have everything. Just gonna get the engines. Okay. We are still not 100%. That's kind of crazy. The foreign investment. We can go ahead and throw down one right there. Still have 50 billion. Azerbaijan is dropping fairly quickly though. Well. It's gonna be a fight. Because I know Ukraine definitely has too many units. Like, we have 48 to 100, 43 to 68, half the army size. They have an actual navy though, and then their air force is twice as big. So I really have some fairly decent fights ahead of us if we choose to expand that way. Could try influence, but being a minor power, it's so needlessly hard. I don't want to waste the time. And Turkey. Turkey actually has a weaker air force than Ukraine and Kazakhstan. Like Kazakhstan there. Which is irregular to say the least. Yeah, we don't even have modern vehicles. I don't even have the land warfare facility up and running. Which I may need to think about doing since I have 100 political power and nothing to drop it on. Well, I mean, I do have something to drop it on, but nothing immediate. I think I'm gonna get the land warfare so I can start working on tanks. We can't take another war taking the casualties we took. Anyway, I gotta end this here. I'm gonna have to splice the episode, so I don't know what time's gonna come out to, but it should be close to a normal one. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next one.